Imagine a tiny island, Singapore, commanding the attention of the world's most powerful nations. Once a sleepy colonial outpost, it has transformed into a gleaming metropolis, a place where the ambitions of global giants converge. Despite its lack of natural resources, Singapore is a critical player in global politics. Its ports are among the busiest on Earth, and its financial sector pulses with international capital, making it a crossroads for commerce and diplomacy. Superpower leaders visit Navy's dock and billions are invested here. From high-stakes summits to secret negotiations, Singapore is where deals are struck and alliances are tested. Why? Not because of oil or armies, but because of decades of smart, strategic decisions. Singapore's leaders have built a reputation for efficiency, integrity, and foresight, turning the city-state into a model of governance. Singapore turned its vulnerabilities, small size, no domestic market, into strengths, becoming a global hub. Its airports and ports connect continents, and its people are trained to adapt and innovate. Its openness and reliability make it a trusted partner to rivals like the US, China, and India. Here, adversaries find common ground and even the fiercest competitors can talk. But this attention is a double-edged sword. Economic benefits come with immense pressure. Every decision is weighed not just for local impact, but for global consequences. Every move is scrutinized by giants, and a misstep could upset a delicate balance. The world watches, ready to react to the slightest shift in Singapore's stance. Singapore's story is a masterclass in statecraft, making itself vital to all sides, not just one. It's a place where neutrality is an asset, and influence is earned through trust. Its unique position is no accident, but the result of deliberate, long-term strategy. Every skyscraper, every policy, every partnership is part of a bigger vision. As US-China competition heats up and India rises, Singapore's calm, rational presence is more critical than ever. It's a steady hand in a world of shifting alliances and rising tensions. In a turbulent world, it's the stable center the giants need, even if they won't admit it. Singapore's quiet strength is its greatest power, anchoring the region as storms gather on the horizon. Singapore's power starts with geography. Perched at the mouth of the Strait of Malacca, one of the world's most vital shipping arteries. Every year, thousands of vessels pass through these narrow waters, carrying everything from oil and gas to electronics and food. This strategic location has shaped Singapore's destiny, turning it into a crossroads for global commerce and a linchpin in international trade. Block this strait and global trade grinds to a halt. The world's supply chains would be thrown into chaos, with ripple effects felt from Asia to Europe and beyond. The Port of Singapore is the world's busiest transshipment hub, seamlessly connecting east and west. Every day, millions of containers are loaded, unloaded, and transferred, making it a nerve center for international logistics. For China, it's an economic lifeline, ensuring the steady flow of energy and goods. For the US, it's a strategic anchor, supporting its Navy's presence in the region and safeguarding maritime routes. American warships rely on Singapore's port to operate in the Indo-Pacific, projecting power and maintaining stability across these crucial waters. India too sees the strait as its gateway to the Pacific, making Singapore a key partner in its ambitions to expand trade and influence eastward. The strait isn't just for goods, it's a channel for influence, diplomacy, and power, where nations compete and cooperate in equal measure. As its vigilant gatekeeper, Singapore holds enduring strategic value for all major powers, balancing relationships and ensuring the strait remains open and secure. Geography made it important. World-class infrastructure, innovation, and diplomacy have made Singapore truly indispensable to the world. Singapore's foreign policy is a diplomatic dance, never leaning too far toward any one power. It's a friend to all, enemy to none, a deliberate survival strategy. With the US, Singapore enjoys deep security ties and massive American investment. With China, it's a top trading partner sharing cultural and economic bonds. Singapore invests in China's growth but avoids overdependence. When US-China tensions flare, Singapore calls for international law and de-escalation, never taking sides. This principled, pragmatic approach keeps it credible with both superpowers. Navigating these relationships requires constant vigilance and skill. Singapore's balancing act is high stakes, but it's managed it with remarkable success. Its neutrality is its greatest asset on the world stage. Singapore's balancing act goes beyond the US and China. It builds strong ties with India, Japan, Australia, and the EU, ensuring it's never reliant on one power. India especially is a key partner, economically and militarily. Through ASEAN, Singapore champions regional unity, giving Southeast Asia a stronger voice. It leverages its role as a trusted, neutral partner to punch above its weight. Singapore's pragmatism and clear-eyed self-awareness drive its strategy. It can't match the giants in size, but it offers stability, reliability, and a rational voice. By making itself indispensable to many, Singapore secures its future. This is the essence of its global balancing act. Economic statecraft is as powerful as military might, and Singapore is a magnet for global investment. The US and China both pour billions into Singapore, tying their economies together. American companies use Singapore as a launchpad into Asia. Chinese firms see it as a gateway to the world. Singapore manages these investments carefully, encouraging high-value sectors and enforcing strict rules. It welcomes capital, but on its own terms, never letting one power dominate. This careful management protects its sovereignty and keeps political pressure at bay. By diversifying investment sources, Singapore harnesses the giant's power for its own growth. It's a delicate dance, attracting influence, but never being controlled by it. The battle for Singapore's favor isn't just economic, it's also cultural. The US wields Hollywood, music, and education, shaping Singapore's elite and public alike in subtle ways. China counters with language programs, cultural centers, and media, building affinity and influence across generations. Singapore, meanwhile, exports its own brand, efficiency, incorruptibility, and a reputation for excellence. It trains foreign officials and serves as a model for development, building goodwill and trust worldwide. The government keeps a balance, welcoming global influences but always nurturing a strong national identity. Openness is a strength, but always with a clear sense of national purpose. By managing soft power skillfully, Singapore remains a cosmopolitan crossroads where East truly meets West. Singapore's global importance isn't a passing trend, it's built on geography, strategy, and reputation. This small nation has carved out a significant role on the world stage, leveraging its unique position to become a hub of activity and influence. Its command of the Strait of Malacca gives it permanent strategic value. This narrow passage is one of the world's most important maritime routes, and Singapore's control over it ensures its relevance in global trade. As long as trade flows, Singapore will matter to the world's giants. The constant movement of goods through its ports underscores its role as a critical node in the global supply chain. Its masterful diplomacy makes it a bridge, not a barrier, between rivals. Singapore's ability to mediate and facilitate dialogue between conflicting parties enhances its standing as a neutral ground for international negotiations. Singapore offers a stable platform for business, security, and dialogue. Its robust infrastructure and political stability make it an attractive destination for multinational corporations and international summits. Its economic dynamism and innovation ecosystem attract superpowers seeking growth. The nation's commitment to fostering a forward-thinking environment ensures it remains at the forefront of technological advancements. By managing investment and influence, Singapore keeps its sovereignty intact. The careful balance of foreign investment and domestic control allows it to maintain independence while benefiting from global partnerships. The nation's significance comes from vision, principles, and utility, not size. Its leaders' foresight and commitment to core values have propelled Singapore to a position of global prominence. As a reliable steward of trade and diplomacy, Singapore will always draw the world's attention. Its consistent performance in these areas ensures it remains a focal point for international relations. The little red dot has made itself indispensable, and the giants will keep coming to its door. Singapore's strategic importance and unwavering commitment to excellence guarantee its continued relevance on the global stage.